Hello and welcome back to the second Witcher. Let's continue with our exploration of Loc Muinne. Last time our biggest discovery probably was some cellar with some runes which we completely do not understand.
Regards. Greetings.
And apparently if we select the runes in the wrong order, some ancient magic smacks us. Yeah. That did not go well. I gotta say, that was a good trap. I completely forgot to check my surroundings.
My medallion.
But boy, that was a good trap. Some iron ore. That stuff. It's always a little bit disappointing to see chests which you cannot loot. Why did they put a chest there then? Okay, that's where I came from.
Mutant. Regards.
Okay, nothing here.
I remember you.
I shall pray for you.
Regards. Greetings. Greetings. Regards.
May the eternal fire light your way.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Blessed be the
I shall
eternal
pray
fire.
for you.
Regards.
Renounce witchery and
Regards.
repent.
I shall pray for you.
Regards. 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 Regards.
Aww. Made all the way up here.
Immortal light.
Spare us from beasts fanged and...
I remember you from Vizima.
Immortal light? It was eternal fire, wasn't it? Isn't some blasphemy over here? Okay, so I see Redanian gates. And the gates to the side. Well, I know that Roach is probably waiting us at the Redanian side. So I'm gonna go for a detour and explore what do we have around here. Jesus Christ. Can I not die? God damn it. Ah.
I remember you from Vizima.
That did not go so well, did it?
Damn monsters.
Yeah, now that we know that there are some gargoyles, that definitely went better.
The medallion again.
Is it gonna be another cellar with some runes? Worse. Much worse. It's a freaking golem.
Come on!
Ah, Oh, Christ. Fourth encrypted rune combination. Behold the comet. It is like a wolf in times of scariness, an evil lullaby. That is all. That's nice and all, but I don't know the freaking runes. Hi. Hi.
How can I help?
I want to play dice.
You must first prove you're good enough by defeating the elves who play here.
Yes.
Let's play dice.
You must first defeat my teacher. He's a master of magic, but grossly my inferior when it comes to dice.
What can I do for you?
Do you play dice?
Would you like to join us?
Sure.
Who would you like to play?
Two, three, 4, 5, 6. I'm kind of okay.
You win. Care for a game?
Care to play dice?
Six, 6, 5, 1, and 1. Okay. Nope. Still Ivan.
Congratulations. You've won.
Thanks for the game.
How can I help?
I want to play.
I could use some coin.
Okay. Have a couple of 5s. So the rest we can move. Yep. Now I have 4 of 5s, right? I have 3 of them. He has 4 4s.
You've lost. How can I help?
I want to.
I could...
God damn it. Alright.
You've won.
Who can I play next?
My apprentice. She's a mere learner in magic, but she's a true master in dice.
Yes.
Let's.
Three 4s. Okay, the rest, let's re-roll them. Nope.
You fully deserve this coin.
Who else can I play?
The Incredible Lockhart.
Sounds arrogant. Where do I find him?
Somewhere around the market, most likely.
Thanks.
Damn it.
This is a maze.
Welcome.
At your service.
Welcome.
Oh, it's a lovely day today.
Cade Mill.
Huh.
Okay, something new of Guardian and locked up. Okay. Guess this is market they have been talking about. This is something underground. Sewers. Okay.
Nigbit.
Guess they'll never learn. So a slight decrease in damage bonus, but the rest is so much better. Armor of Is. Also I'm also not impressed. Okay.
You lose something.
Are you the mighty Numa?
Who's asking?
Someone who wants to see if your nickname suits you.
And come to the circus and watch me rip off the ploughing chains wrapped round my body.
You've got a big mouth.
And you've pissed off the mighty Numa. Put down your coin and give me your hand.
I've always been the curious sort.
They say witches are tough, but you? In the circus, you could maybe kick a clown's arse.
Let me guess.
Behold, the mighty Numa, and I am his apprentice.
Way to spoil my fun.
The mighty Numa breaks the necks of bulls, bends iron bars, defeats everyone. Numa. His secret lies in the mushrooms and herbs cultivated in Ilanda and picked in the mornings by virgin priestesses. They can be yours for a very reasonable price.
Priestesses? Ah. Steroids. Okay.
Hell's bells, who do we have here? Witcher Geralt, the seeker of square coins.
What do you want?
Last time Zyvik stuck his nose in. This time, he's not around. Fight! Understood, ladies?
Formation! Forward march!
I'll get you, snitch.
Don't try this again.
Hey, at your service.
I'm collecting information about the Wild Hunt. Help me out?
The Wild Hunt. A retinue of wraiths who speed across the heavens upon skeletal horses. Positive proof of its existence has yet to be proffered. However, no one is prepared to deny its occasional sorties into this world.
Proffered? Sorties?
That, at least, is what I remember from the lectures.
One autumn. Okay. Seems like a bargain, so. Anything else that might be interesting? An interesting description of Loc Muinne. Okay. Ooh. 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 But why there are so many of them? And since I'm on a surgical tools, why would I need them? There was a book about Loc Muinne. Yeah, let's take this one as well. Not much apart from memories of its former glory remains of Loc Muinne, an elven city situated along the upper reaches of the Pontar, amidst the peaks of the Blue Mountains. It must at one time have been a breathtaking sight, emerging from the morning mists. Today only white ruins mark where it once proudly stood. Centuries ago it was here that the sorcerer Geoffrey Monk brought with him the Sources, a group of human children with the gift for the power, to hand them over to the Elven sages for training. He managed to overcome the distrust of this elven race, and it seemed that a path to coexistence and cooperation between humans and elves had been opened. Yet history took an altogether different course. A few years later, Redanian armies massacred Loc Muinne's population, killing all the elves regardless of gender or age. Thus began a war that ended with Eliren's uprising and the massacre at Charlotte, after which most of the surviving elves retreated east into the inaccessible Blue Mountains. The rune of the art resembles a harp. The rune of the war looks like a clenched fist. The rune of thunder is a faithful representation of a striking lightning bolt. Okay, so we have absolutely no images, which is of course a shame.
I don't want anything to do with you.
I don't like it here.
Okay, this is Redanian.
What?
Greetings.
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and crystal balls! Break your wands and burn your hats! Turn away the black cat! And the bat! The owl!
Let it be known far and wide that the sorcerers gathered in Loc Muinne seek a brave soul to rid the city of gargoyles. These beings posed threats to the guests arriving for the summit, therefore they must be removed by any means possible. The person or persons who successfully fulfill this contract will be rewarded by the venerable Bras of Ban Ard and receive the gratitude of the Brotherhood. Elegance breeds prestige. Style shapes charisma. No. And mighty Numa.
Likewise!
You're no Prince Charming.
Hi there.
What do you want?
You're not in the Kedweni camp?
Those Redanian pigs tricked us, as usual. They took the best buildings, leaving us the rat-infested ruins. It's better out here in the square. A right good show. Messengers running back and forth, delegates grinning at each other while thinking of slitting each other's throats, and lots of gold changing hands. A lot of armed men around. The kingdoms are trying to look menacing. People like me'll soon have work to do.
Nice to meet an optimist. Really raises the spirit. The mages are making a country fair out of this summit.
They're parasites who'll stop at nothing to get into the king's treasuries. Hence it'll quickly beat it out of their heads. He doesn't like mages standing up to him. He'll tell them to stuff those treaties up their arses. You know they want to appoint royal advisors.
They're also going to discuss what to do given the assassinations.
Aye, the new world order. You know the drill. I see all those cowardly petty knights and bloody mages and wonder where the human race is going.
Forward. Blindly down a steep slope. But for now, the clip of air is more fun than it is terrifying.
Greetings.
I'm Geralt.
Bras of Ban Ard. I remember you from Thanad. I believe I saw you in Oxenfurt, too.
Seems we only ever meet on Elven land.
Indeed. But I suspect you're not here to chat about Elven ruins.
On the contrary, I find Elven ruins interesting.
Do you really? Elven works are not half as interesting as gnomish ones.
But even ruined, Loc Muinne is impressive. It must have been beautiful in the times of the First Conclave.
Everything was better before the war, as they say. The sources, those children that old Geoffrey Monk brought here to train in the magic arts, must have walked around gaping at all they saw.
Somehow I just can't imagine Hen Gedimdeath as a small gawking boy.
You met him? Ah, right, on Thanet. His death was a terrible loss. Terrible. You see, Geralt, everyone complains about how the world is taking a turn for the worse.
Values are being compromised. The small is dislodging the great.
Exactly. But the events on Thanet truly marked the end of an era. The world grew up, losing its virginity in a rape.
What use are masters of magic and legendary heroes to a grown-up world?
They're of no use. That's the point. Today, people manage perfectly well without mages, witches, and heroes.
Yet not everyone understands that, and not everyone likes it.
You're so clever, you'll get in trouble. We'd best change the subject.
Actually, I'm here because of your weapon expertise.
I'm no expert.
You're the best swordsmith among mages.
I'm more interested in the cultural relics of other races, actually.
I'm going to need a solid cultural relic in my hand.
I guess the circumstances require haste.
I'm interested in the Wild Hunt. Any chance you know something about it?
No, birds are not exactly my speciality.
Thanks. I came upon this strange manuscript. Think you can help me with it?
Why, yes. I don't believe I'm mistaken. Do you realize what you hold in your hands?
A mage told me it's the key to an ancient ritual that summons evil specters who otherwise wander the earth doing no good. Specters apparently willing to make deals.
Well, the mage was full of bilge, so to speak. You see, the Vrans knew well how to secure their treasures. It is said that in some places they left sentries. Now, these sentries come to life when someone draws near who possesses a scroll inscribed with words of power, like this one is. Provide the correct password, and the doors to a hidden vault open before you.
So how do I use the manuscript?
Nothing comes free, my friend.
I'm feeling generous enough. I know that we're close to the end of the game. You rejected 250?
I came up... So
I'm shocked.
You needn't even know the meaning of the words for the sentry to let you pass. You must merely know the sequence in which the password must be read. In this case, we have a sentence. Nana kanpa zi udu ya lala gat exa nana zi udu zi gat kanpa nibit. Nana kanpa means forge ahead, while nana zi means backtrack. In summary, should you encounter a sentry who reacts to this scroll, you must first answer with the words that follow Nana Kanpa in their given sequence, then omit Nana Z, and conclude with all the words that follow this phrase, but in reverse order.
Not that complicated, actually. Thanks for your help.
I hope. You put it somewhere. Not sure at all.
Tell me what you know about those gargoyles that are bothering you.
They were servants of the mages who once lived in Loc Muinne. The mages left, but the gargoyles remained behind. They're still lethal. The quarters they guard are simply inaccessible.
Greetings.
Hi.
Boring.
I don't want anything to do with you.
How are things?
You're either very unobservant or very rude. I thought I'd meet some of my colleagues from years past, chat with them and reminisce, but they all turn their heads away and treat me like air.
Mages aren't known for being polite.
You're telling me. They threw me out of Ban Ard the first chance they got. Must have beaten the Chancellor one too many times. They've all forgotten me and I believe I've had enough. I'm getting rid of the grimoires and amulets. I don't want anything to do with mages.
I'd like to cast an eye at those if you don't mind.
Sure. Cast both if you want.
Anything on the wild hunt in your collection?
I'd avoid the topic altogether. Nothing good has ever come to those who have delved.
I'll take my chances. I need to know why the wraiths carry off youths. What happens to them?
This knowledge has never been recorded, which does not mean it cannot be acquired.
Well, I'd like to acquire it.
In the chasms beneath Loc Muinne, there is a sword that once belonged to an elf from the parallel world.
And nobody's gone to look for it?
There are mages who seek it still, but the sword is well concealed. They say he who handles it will understand the essence of the wild hunt. Could that be true, though?
Do you have anything of interest?
I'd like to play dice poker.
Want to play now?
Yep.
The Incredible Lockhart, they call.
I'd like
Want.
Oh, I didn't beat Numa from the first attempt as well, right? So I have 2 pairs, while you have only 1. Let's try to make 3 out of it. Meh. Incredible Lockhart.
You just ended a lifelong winning streak.
And you owe me some coin. Or you can pay in kind.
What's your preference?
Show me what you got.
I can give you runes to enhance your sword, an element that'll reinforce your armor, or one of the designs from my collection.
Give me a design. Just make sure it's for something good.
You ought to be happy with this one.
Okay, you are correct with that. I have no idea though where I can find a troll skin. Do you have some? No. Okay, that seems to be a great Veni camp. I don't think I will be welcome though here.
I'll not have you loitering around here.
I'm not surprised. Let's see what else do we have here. Oh, we need to learn about gargoyles. Give me a second, I want to purchase another book. I need a book on gargoyles. Theorists of magic still argue about how gargoyles should be classified. This author favors the school which claims they are a type of golem, for gargoyles are nothing more than fancy sculptures brought to life by magic in order to perform menial duties. They can complete only the most rudiment tasks, so they are often found guarding a territory even if their creator turned to dust long ago. He who seeks to deactivate the creatures permanently must first locate the place from which they are controlled. Once there, he extinguishes the magic runes that control the construct's will.
And the bat, the owl,
Ugh,
and the rat.
warriors. You could bathe some.
Stench bulb.
Likewise.
Just the dwarf. Yeah, sure, why not? Nothing surprising.
Constable John Natalis.
Interesting. John Natalis?
Hmm?
This place is a freaking maze. Oh, hi there.
Witcher Geralt. We meet again. Who would have known? I thought cats always landed on four paws, but I see wolves sometimes do as well. I trust you have not come to demand my surrender again.
I've come to find the Kingslayer.
And once again don the robes of a hero? Enjoy the fame?
I don't know about robes, Aryan, but something along those lines.
Well, as much as I detested Foltest, Temeria now trembles in its foundations, and I sincerely hope Natalis succeeds in salvaging it. Otherwise, the barons will tear the country into bits.
The last time we saw each other, you had locked yourself in a cellar full of oil that you had set on fire.
I grew up wandering the nooks and corners of that fortress, Witcher. I know passages even the mice have not heard of.
For a long time, a lot of people thought you were dead.
Well, that would make two of us, am I right?
Shouldn't you be in Vizima? I heard things got a bit chaotic after Foltest died. It might be a good time to try your luck, especially if you've got royal blood in the family.
Clearly, you do not understand what will happen here, Geralt. The re-establishing of the Council and Conclave is but a pretext. The North's most important rulers have come here not to reconstruct some assembly of mages, but to seal the balance of power and establish spheres of influence. Only fools and cowards have remained at home.
So, even the Nilfgaardians have graced us with their presence.
Your Excellency knows well that our hosts are libertines and eccentrics.
My dear Councillor, northern business should truly remain northern. No extravagance excuses Shillard's presence.
Forgive me, Excellency, but I must... Witcher, interesting.
The previous council ended tragically. You think this one will fare any better?
I certainly hope so. We'll start by implementing meticulous internal controls, peer reviews and such.
You'll spy on each other? That's nothing new.
It's necessary. Lack of oversight, that's what caused all the previous organization's failures.
You mean it wasn't excess ambition and lust for power? Live and learn, I guess. Nice place. Has character, tradition. You're not bothered by all the blood that was shed here?
Thaned was also built by the elves. I know Loc Muinne's history. We will return it to its former glory.
I'd like to see that.
We're merely waiting for the treaty to be signed. The new council must act lawfully from the start.
Magic's not exactly subject to human laws. The rulers might not believe your intentions are pure.
This summit should convince them of that. Mages as royal advisors is an ancient tradition. They simply need us.
And you need their gold. along with a guarantee that they won't set the pyres burning again. Fleas inviting the dog to council, as I see it.
The Emperor would learn of every word spoken here anyway. Knowing that, our hosts have moved forward with their famous hospitality.
Famous hospitality. Good one.
Are you thirsty or hungry? Please, help yourself. Have a nice stay in Loc Muinne.
Greetings.
I don't want anything to do with you.
Good day.
Greetings.
Here to see the show. It's cancelled, indefinitely. We're now in the services sector.
What service do you provide?
I was once a good swordsmith, or at least it looked like I might be. A riot came through, took my workshop with it, but the skill remained. I actually prefer swallowing swords to hammering them, but that upsets my wife.
Give her my best.
You can do so yourself. She's Alona, the bearded she-elf.
Ah, and how's life with a bearded she-elf?
Pretty normal. We don't generally bring our work home with us.
Oh, that's a good one. And you have a magic wrap. You have some good stuff, man. Okay, so I saw 2 good swords. Gives me damage reduction on block and vigor regeneration. And this just gives me a vigor regeneration. Okay. Yeah, I think I can change it. Let's try the Kaviri sword. It's a little cheaper, and it does not give me a useless thing on the block.
How are you?
Prepare for your final lesson. Welcome. I'm Alona, the bearded she-elf.
You don't have a beard.
Don't be a child. We came here to perform, but this place is a circus in itself. Nobody's interested in us, so we're on to plan B. Trade.
What do you sell?
Food. Fresh. Very good. You want to buy something, or are you waiting for my beard to grow out? Bye.
Final greetings. Greetings.
Greetings.
Good day.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Please. Have fun.
I don't want anything to do with you.
I would assume this one to be locked as well. Yep.
Come on!
Bet. Bad call. God damn it.
Guess they'll never learn.
I thought I saw a body over there. So, any surprises over here? Thankfully not. So, on the dark sky, the beauty of a falcon's flight faster and faster. Dark sky, beauty of a falcon flight faster and faster. Okay, do we have anything related to a dark sky? Art, war, thunder, death, sky, and butterfly. Life, animal, fate, weather, reason, and time. Okay, animal, sky, animal, and in the dark sky, the beauty of a falcon flight, faster and faster. So that was sky, right? Hmm. Mhm. So this one where I stand looks like a sky. The beauty of a falcon flight. Snake creeping along the riverbed. This reminds that one. But faster and faster. We have time. Okay, faster and faster. So the time is the last. And what the hell are you? Maybe it's like a beauty. So that one. And the beauty of a falcon flight. Faster and faster. Oh, nice.
You hold the sword of Aramil, who defied his king's rule. The Lord of the Wild Hunt desires the gene of the Elder Blood. He seeks to fling open the gates between the worlds so that terror and destruction may reign. The King of the Hunt ordered me slain, and the wraiths born of his command assumed living form, pursuing me through the voids between the worlds for centuries. I have arrived at Loc Muinne. Though tired, I know I will not rest. The riders of the hunt draw near. On my back, I can feel their deathly breath.
Okay, this sword will deal a whole lot of damage. It will give me some more adrenaline, but other than that, I'm not impressed.
Constable John Natalis.
Interest, John.
Ah, shit. I thought I figured it out. I thought this is where we get to the kind of main square or something. Hmm.
True, true.
Ah, ha, ha, ha! Geralt of Rivia, I am delighted to see you among the living and the free.
Are you serious, Count?
Such an injustice to lock you up without so much as a hearing. And then the beatings, the torture. It's barbaric, I tell you. Based on pure prejudice, the presumption of guilt.
Actually, if I'd seen what they saw.
But alas, such is my homeland, filled with fear and thus ruthless, cold as stone, dark and severe in aura and mindset.
I suppose there's some truth to that.
A response at once cautious and reasonable. Admirable qualities in and of themselves, positively required in your profession.
If you say so.
But tell me, Witcher, what brings you here? Are you nipping at the heels of Foltest's killer, close to beheading the wretch, as I expect is your style? Do you require my assistance?
Excuse
I
me?
have some questions, Count.
Well, ask away by all means. I am finding you a skilled, if slightly reticent, conversationalist.
I've got to say you stand out, Count.
I'm flattered, I suppose, but what specifically do you mean?
I haven't quite put my finger on it, but take a look around. Would you say you resemble your countrymen?
I thank the gods I do not. It is because I love my homeland that I am the first to note its faults, and they are many.
Care to elaborate?
Hypocrisy, superstition, lack of learning. Need I go on?
If you wouldn't mind.
Take you witchers, for instance. The gods know we suffer a plague of beasts. Pre-conjunction, post-conjunction, magically bred and sprung from rotting marshes and the dark abysses of our land.
No such thing as pre-conjunction creatures.
You bite unnecessarily. We have but one remedy for this plague, dwindling in numbers as it may be. Yet it is a remedy we revile. You are shunned, spat upon, turned away on stormy nights. Would you say this is reasonable?
It's the way of things.
Spoken like a true representative of a dying species.
What brings you to Loc Muinne?
Concern for my country, Witcher, and an express and somewhat surprising request from Constable Natalis.
Surprising? How so?
Surely you jest, Witcher? Truth be told, few could marshal loyal forces matching mine on such short order, a Baron Kimbolt excepted. Yet, though I very much held Foltest's trust, I cannot say that many of my Temerian peers feel the same way.
Why do you suppose that is?
They resent me. I share neither their customs nor their beliefs.
Aye.
Oh.
Okay.
Baron Raven and Kimbolt, I presume.
Does that witcher's code of yours exempt you from court etiquette? Does it grant you the right to speak to the Highborn without being asked to do so?
I guess I don't need to introduce myself.
Oh no. I know who you are. Geralt of Rivia. Foltest's other favorite hound alongside Roach. Not purebred. They say you bring trouble wherever you appear.
They're gonna re-establish the Conclave. I didn't expect so many Temerians to show up for the ceremony.
We're not here for some magic pomp and circumstance. This is about celebrating a new order in the Northern Kingdoms.
Is that so?
Your kind doesn't understand this yet, but your life is about to change. Forever.
My kind?
Wanderers and scoundrels. People, and I use the term loosely, without loyalty or country. People for whom coin is the law and everything's for sale.
What'll happen to Temeria?
Is that a note of nostalgia I hear in your voice? Remembering your service under Foltest, or recalling some romp in the sack with the royal advisor? Whichever it may be, spare me your courtesy. You don't care a lick about my country.
I know what I care about. That's why I asked.
Understand this. I'm talking to you only out of respect for Foltest. Out of remembrance for him.
Haven't seen much evidence of that remembrance, aside from the rewards on my head.
They'd have hanged you if not for the testimony of little Anais.
So the girl finally talked.
Whoever that monk was, to me, he was just like you.
I take it you sit on the Council of Regents.
Not for much longer.
Why's that?
The council will become obsolete. Temeria is a country one rules with a crown on one's head, or not at all.
A lot of people are out to don that crown.
But few have the right. As Foltest's cousin, the throne should be mine.
Or the royal daughters, Aryan La Valette's.
Dark will be the day when we are ruled by bastards. The nobles have decided to share power.
You said it yourself, Baron. In a crown or not at all.
Temeria will be divided into provinces. A shameful end to the monarchy. A shameful end to the country.
So, we're a wee bit out of time. God damn it. It's not exactly the place where I hope I would end up, because the Temerian Quarter is the whole other area that is probably worth investigating.
A wizard!
And what I'm trying to do... okay, that's, in any case, that serves my purpose. I want to get rid of gargoyles.
Guess they'll never learn.
Okay. At those long shadow, the moon quietly moans, it's autumn already. At those long shadow. I forgot what's that. Okay, it's autumn. This is the beauty, the animal. And I forgot what are you. Shit. Well, at least I remember that it was in the second one. Rune of the sky. Okay. At those long shadow. Those long shadow, moon quietly moans. This is beauty, right? Maybe the rune of life? My memory is atrocious, I forgot that one. It's the sky. Okay. Those long shadow. Moon quietly moans. Is autumn already? Well, okay, at least the time should be the last one. Those long shadow, moon quietly moans. Okay, so let's try animal. Those long shadow, the moon quietly moans. So maybe the sky. The thing. It's autumn already. Yeah. And I want to finish with the last site. I hope the golem is not resurrected, because otherwise it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Wonder how many more will turn up.
No golem. These are good news. Now, behold the comet. It is like a wolf in times of scarceness, an evil lullaby. So probably behold the comet. Behold the comet. I would say it's the sky. Thank you. We have it is like the wolf in times of scariness and evil lullaby. What's that? Is it like a fate or something? Harp, fist, line cross twice. Okay, it somehow reminds a scythe, but or from a certain point. Okay, behold the comet. It's like the wolf in times of scarceness, an evil lullaby. Now this Elden stuff, or Elder or Elden? Elder blood, okay. Not really interested in that. Now, since I'm not too far away from the point of my interest, yeah, I was right. I thought there is a door which I can enter, and then I will be in some separate area, but no, like this campus just through the gates. Okay, so let's make a stop over here. It was a nice episode. I think we are mostly we've mostly covered the Loc Muinne. We have some quests, challenges, some riddles around here that we need to cover. I definitely need to rewatch the part where Bras from Ban Ard told us how to communicate with the fireface. Is it a firewall? In case. That was a nice episode. I hope you enjoyed it as well. In such a case, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know in the comments what I can improve for you. I really hope to see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye.